What's up, Hammer fan? Welcome back to HammeredHead. Today we're looking at the vintage collection Mandalorian Super Commando from the Clone Wars. This guy is pretty cool in the show. They kind of got beat up a lot. But, you know, always awesome to get some cool, interesting looking Mandos in the collection. I'm excited to have one that isn't blue, because we've gotten so many of the boring old blue Mandos lately. So this guy mixes up a bit. Card back image is okay. It's kind of dark. You can't see him super well. But it's a nice little action shot. Then he does look cool in here. Not a huge fan of the green that they went with for the background. Not really sure what the reasoning was for that. So it looks a little bizarre there. It's not that bad. VC243. And then a bunch of other absolute bangers in this wave here. It's a bit of an older figure, but it checks out. So let's check him out. Here he is. He does look really awesome. This is a really well-painted Mandalorian. And I think he does look pretty different from most of the other ones we have. So I'm happy with him overall. Take a closer look at him. It's a lot of detailing in the paint. I like this like claw mark, slash mark thing on his helmet. It looks really nice. And there's just a lot of good weathering and dings and stuff on his armor here. So it looks really awesome. Great shade of red and some really nice gray and silver paint here too. Then if you move his hands up there, you can see the red paint kind of like dribbled down as if he like did it in a hurry and just kind of like left a mark. So it looks really, really dope the way they painted him up. Otherwise, the sculpt is pretty good. Nice little ruffles in the pants and stuff. Great armor design. It's got sort of a soft plastic on the shoulder armor there, so he can move his arms. Helmet looks good. Pretty simple as far as Mandalorians go, but once you look closer at him, the detailing is really good, especially on the paint. So I'm really happy with how this guy looks. The jetpack on the back is detachable. Then if you look underneath, it's just got a couple like buckles there. But they did actually weather the armor here too, which is pretty sweet. Jetpack itself is not really weathered, but it does look okay. There's some paint apps on it. And we plug them right back in there. Closer look at the gauntlets there. Painted a little bit. So yeah, I'm really happy with how the guy looks. And now we're gonna get into the accessories. This is like where we got some a little dissonance here. So the blasters are like the really thin plasticky ones. He holds it okay in his right hand here, but really pretty boring. I understand it's supposed to be modeled after the series, the animated show. So it does have that animated look, which conceptually is okay, but it's not painted or anything. It's really thin. And then the two pistols he comes with are the same. Ooh, they're pretty tough in there. Pistols are the same. Basic sculpt looks okay, but really, really flimsy, thin plastic, and not painted at all. So it's and then it's kind of tough actually getting these in the holsters here. But yeah, it's a little weird having such like a finely painted and detailed figure with such like low effort accessories that come with them. And then this one on the right for some reason doesn't go in all the way, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, but if I had to have one complaint about this figure, it would be the accessories. They're not horrible, and they're definitely like the standard we've been getting lately for the vintage collection, but compared to the figure that's holding them, I think they fall flat a little bit. Articulation is good. Get a ball head, which moves pretty decently. Shoulders move well. Again, the armor does not impede their movement. And elbows go past 90 on that ball joint. Wrists do have a hinge, which moves okay. Pretty decent range there. Ball waist, that moves really, really well. Barbell hips, only impediment is the blasters in the holster, especially in this side, which, again, I cannot get it in this holster all the way. So you can't move his hips all the way up just because of that. But then we got to cut at the thigh. Knees go a little bit past 90, and then rocker ankles. So this guy articulates all the nice spots, pretty much everything we could possibly ask for a modern action figure. So yeah, really happy with this Mandalorian here. So that's it for the Mandalorian Super Commando. I know a lot of people are probably suffering from Mando fatigue in the vintage collection. I know I am a little bit. But if you want a little bit of variety, I would go back and get this guy. They are pretty cheap. And they do add a nice little flare of red. Excellent paint apps. Again, the accessories aren't that great, but it's pretty much what you're going to get with most Mandos anyway. It's just like, a generic kind of blaster like this. So not a huge complaint. I'm considering the rest of the figure looks so great. I definitely say he's still worth picking up. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page. And don't forget, stay hammered.